And good evening. This is the Elliott Wave update for the S&P 500 for June 2nd, 2022. I apologize that my computers just can't seem to get the right dates downloaded in here onto YouTube. My sincere apologies. This is the correct update for June the 2nd, Thursday, June the 2nd. Here in the S&P, let me jump right into this and try to make it quick and easy. The S&P, along with the NASDAQ, has presented a pretty challenging picture for me in terms of what actually is going on and what is the market really tracing out. So I've gone back to the daily. I discussed this, I believe, on Monday when I made the longer updates, that there is a possibility that what this could be here in the S&P and also in the NASDAQ was that this 5 waves down off of the 4631 high produces minor wave 1. Now that's actually a major change in the labeling, but it does kind of fit. We've got this sudden surge of bullishness in the market. We're getting a lot of pundits coming in and telling us all about what's going to happen and why. But yet, it has not shown any evidence in terms of improvements to inflation, that the Fed really is considering being dovish and not hawkish and not just taking the summer off. All kinds of things. So I think we can get stuck in a false narrative, and that pushes a lot of buttons. Now, again, today's rally was strong in the S&P. It was strong in the Dow. It was strong in the Russell and in the NASDAQ. But in my opinion, I feel that it was due in part, if not all, to short covering and then also preparation for tomorrow's expiration. So that will actually push a lot of the shorts out as they get ready for tomorrow's expiration. But what I feel really was behind a lot of this was Apple, Amazon, and of course the FANG stocks. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, and Uber. They started pushing early on those stocks. And that's all it really takes, folks, because Amazon, Google, Facebook, all in there. No wonder they could erase the news on Microsoft when Microsoft came out and actually made an adjustment to its next quarter earnings on what it's not going to meet. Stock was down trading at 262 before everybody decided it was time to buy, and now the stock closed up. Does that present a false narrative, or does that make a statement to say we, the market, consider you, Microsoft management, upper management, wrong? You're going to make money. We're going to tell you we just bought your stock up. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that it got caught up in a lot of basket buying just to kind of cover what they needed to cover in advance of tomorrow and possibly next week. What does it do to the wave count? Well, it suggests that this is minor wave 1, we're in a minor wave 2. What it also suggests is that we're likely going to get above 4202, maybe just by a little, maybe by a lot, get ourselves up to 4219, put in wave A of minor wave 2, then put in an ABC for wave B of minor wave 2, and then continue to do an additional run up, which has potential not only get above 4220, but to get above 4316. We have the 200 sitting at 4344, 45, and then we have another fib resistance level at 4388. That's all in line and can be thought of in play to put in minor wave 2. What this now also adds is that we still have a minor 3, the longest and the strongest part of this intermediate third wave. So as I've been talking all the way down in these moves, on a 3 of 3 of 3 move, well, that's still in play. So this is not the completion of a minor third. It's not the completion of an intermediate third. It would not be the completion of the alternate view, which would say that this is intermediate A, intermediate B, intermediate C, and that puts in primary wave A. The inability for the market to continue to catch fire like it did last week speaks volumes. Not everyone is bullish. By all means, not everyone is bullish. They don't even want to push. I mean, the NASDAQ did go up and moved above its high that we saw on Tuesday. Then the S&P has not. So I'm expecting that to occur to complete the A wave. Now, on the other side of that coin, if it fails and it turns and goes down and starts breaking below the moving averages, these are on the daily, these are already in a line to go down. The 20 would be as soon as the 4 and the 8 slip back below it, and then they'd all be in a line to go down. So that would mean that this ABC ended right there, and we put a minor wave 2 there. And that would produce, I think, a very, very severe downside move if everything just kind of collapsed from here. So here's your upside. Upside is we get above 4202, put an additional high, complete wave A of minor 2, and then start a B wave. The downside is that if we fail to get above 4202 and the market reverses and goes down from here and starts to break back below that 20, which right now is at 4088, we're going to have a whole different message being delivered to us. We're going to be more convinced, or I'm going to be more convinced, that this might be done because it's only 3 up and not a 5 up. 3 up suggests that it's an ABC done. The move above 4202 puts a 5 up and leaves only that this is an A wave, we got a B wave, and then a C wave. That's the picture for right now. For tomorrow, I am still looking for additional upside. I think the play will be into expiration. And let's not forget, where Amazon is a big part of the NASDAQ, Apple, big part of the S&P, Apple, a big part of the S&P, and carries a heavier weighting. We get fire lit under those stocks along with Google, and this would easily be back above 4202 and likely much closer to 4290. That's only a 40-point rally from here. That's not that far. With the market being up, basically it was up 70, 78, almost 80 points today. So get up there to complete the A wave, put in a B wave, get a C wave. That'll take us into next week. Or it ends in wave C is already done, and this thing just turns and dies. Those are the options. We're still at that position. Whether you hike it higher or it dies and goes lower. And both would fit into account. So I'm going to leave it there. Tomorrow is expiration. There are morning expirations, I believe, in the ES and the SPX. If not, then there are going to be also a weekly takes place tomorrow. A weekly in the balance of all of our component stocks are tomorrow. And so I would suspect that we could see some activity. And as things get adjusted, as we start plowing through still strike prices in both sides, it creates a lot of adjustments. So stay on your toes, play with the price action, and have a great trading day, and continue to use these moving averages. They are your friend, and they will help you determine where the market's going, where is support and resistance, and on breaks, what to expect next. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Sorry about the confusion with the videos. Let's hope this one goes right. And our next update will be on Sunday, June 5th.